Hey girl, how you doing? So, I've been trying to edit a video this morning. I filmed a multiple store grocery haul. I currently have no idea if you guys have seen that video or will be seeing it because I cannot get it to work. Thankfully, I have a husband who does video stuff for a living, so he's looking at it, but if he can't figure it out, then that video is probably lost in the abyss forever. So cheers to that. I actually have an idea. Well, first of all, we're hanging out today. How you doing? I'm gonna do something today. So let me show you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to make some homemade stock today because let's try that again. Because over the past few months or so, when I have scraps of something, when I'm cutting an onion, carrots, when my last rotisserie chicken that I got, I put the extra bits in this Ziploc bag here, and I'm gonna attempt to make my own stock. At first I was just doing veggie, but then I got a rotisserie chicken, which I also got one yesterday. I've seen people make chicken stock and vegetable stock on their own. So this is my first attempt to do it also. So we're gonna try that today. That's one thing we're doing for sure today. I have an empty jar. I've been saving it. I currently have 2. Apparently I thought I had 3, but I may have to find the other one. Or I may be using the other one for something. A size bag of veggie scraps. And I'm literally just going to dump it in. Wow. I'm gonna do 2 or 3 bay leaves maybe. Just because I feel like it'll add some good flavor. Don't go too crazy though, Becky. Okay, so the recipe calls for about 6 cups of water. I'm just gonna do enough to fill, like to cover everything. Okay, we have it plugged in on low. And I'm just gonna let this do its thing pretty much all day. Okay, the other thing I was gonna do with you guys, while I'm already in the kitchen anyways, I would be lying if I said it was still morning. It's 12 o'clock right now. I was trying to edit that video for so long. I need to eat some lunch. I need to make meal prep anyways. I'm gonna make what I probably will be eating for breakfast this week. I made it last week. It was honestly very good. I made like little protein biscuits from the grocery outlet for $1 here. We have some sausage, cheese that I got from Food City for $1 or for $4. At Costco yesterday, got some cottage cheese. That's Greek yogurt. Can't read. Hooked on phonics did not work for me, okay? To preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Cook your biscuits for 5 minutes with it being 400 degrees. Without opening the oven, change it to 350 degrees and then cook it for the last, I think 15 minutes, maybe a full 20. I'll have to check the recipe. But anyways, let's see how much I can get out of this. I should probably pour it over, huh? Don't let me forget how much this is. Okay. Yeah, okay. So we're basically at 2 cups. So I need to pour the rest of that flour in for my last half. If you're buying flour, oh gosh, and you're worried about that, you can just throw it into the freezer, honestly. Usually. Oh, nice. I'm making a huge, gigantic mess. Yay! Okay. I'm just gonna scrape everything on the floor, because that's what girls do. Flour on the ground, flour on the ground. Looking like a fool. With the flour on the ground. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right. Make sure even the bottom is mixed in. The Greek yogurt on the bottom, even that is mixed in. Here is what my batter looks like. Looks pretty good. This is how they're looking. By the way, I did 18 minutes on both the first cycle and the second cycle, and it turned out really well. Garrett and I literally already had so many. And Garrett fixed my footage. My footage was messed up, so he fixed it for me. Shout out Garrett. And so now I'm gonna try and edit that video. Hopefully you watch that video before this one. If you haven't, please go check it out. Garrett worked really hard to fix it for me. If you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know I've been doing my mug of the month. Dorothy is here to judge me if I do not read at least one book from my physical TBR a month, and I'm here to report that I have indeed been chipping away at my physical TBR. So far in June, I've read Lisa Jewell, The Family Upstairs. This one was fine. I've read some of her books and they are like crazy, like next level. You finish your book and you're like, am I okay? You know, like usually her books are a little crazy, okay? And I like that. It's a crazy mystery book. This one was middle of the road for me. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I don't know if it's because I accidentally read the second one first and know how it ended and felt like the other one like was trying to like wrap everything up in a nice bow. And I feel like this one wasn't as messy as I wanted it to be. The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I really enjoyed this one. Well, first of all, let me just say, the female main character was so annoying. So many times when she said stuff, I was like, girl. Anyways, yeah, this book was fun. I feel like Frida McFadden knows how to write an easy to read mystery. And I've only ever read the Housemaid series by her. And maybe a few others. I don't remember, honestly. They kind of start to blend together. That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of her books blend together, okay? And I'm not mad about it. I actually like that. I can always depend on Frida. I'm like, I need a book that I can fly through in 2 days. And it's always that. She just always delivers. And I'm so thankful for it. So, and then I'm currently listening to, but I do have the physical book, Know My Name. And when I hauled this book in New York, I told you guys like, hey, this is not a book that you need to approach lightly, okay? And I like to listen to memoirs. I also like reading memoirs. I just enjoy memoirs in general. Anyways, so I had put it on hold on my Libby app thinking maybe it would become available faster. Then I got around to it or whatever, and if it became available, I would prioritize listening to it. And sure enough, it became available on my Libby app a few days ago. And so I've been listening to it. It's heavy. I was very aware of what this book contained, like the contents of this book before I purchased it, before I decided to read it. If I would have, and I typically go into books with knowing nothing about it, and I love that. But I will say, if I would have had no clue what this book was about and started to read it, it would be too much. So check your triggers. If you have a hard time reading this kind of stuff, be wary. I do believe it is a worthy read. I truly believe. And I'm only 3 chapters in, okay? So I can't even imagine how I'm going to feel about this book when it's over. So stay tuned. But June has had 3 physical TBR books this month, which is exciting. I'm actually going to pull them out of Dorothy. So I brought her over here. Okay, I may or may not have gotten some books while I was in there because, well, it's a library and support your local libraries. I printed off all my papers that I needed. And then I was like, let me just look around, see if there's anything I want to check out. And I found 3 books. I need to not get too many because obviously I'm trying to read my physical TBR. But I do like getting books there because I don't like paying for them, okay? This one I've been wanting to read for a while, The Celebrants. I've enjoyed The Guncle. Was so much fun. I loved that book. And then The Guncle Abroad was fun, but not as fun. But I wanted to read this author's 3rd book, or one of his other books. I know he's written a lot of books, but I wanted to try this one. And it was in the library today, so I was like, oh, heck yeah. And then I got 2 romance books because who would I be? I figured we need some romance while we're reading this heavy book. I can read some physical romance books. So I got The Temporary Roomie by Sarah Adams. And I also got Tessa Bailey's Unfortunately Yours. This is the second book after the Secretly Yours book. And I read that book and I did enjoy that one. So I saw this in there and I said, oh, but I don't allow myself to check out too many books at one time because I get overwhelmed. So Okay, my friends, it's been many hours. This has been in the crock pot since like 12, and it's currently 9:53. I do want to go to bed soon, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible, although I've never done it before. So I don't have like a very good strainer. I have one for like pasta. I don't have one for like small bits and pieces. I had a moment of genius. Put some in these little ice cube trays, and I'm gonna freeze them for better storage. I'm gonna try to use these. I know that you're supposed to use like tempered glass. I have no real way of knowing, but what I'm gonna do, because my granny freezes jellies, and I just know from science class that this will expand. So I want to leave room for it to expand, and I need this to cool completely before I put it in the fridge. Okay, here are my little ice cube trays. There are some chunks, but it's not too bad. I got most of them out of these. I mean, there's still some like speckles. And then we got it in here. Honestly, I'm excited about this. And there's definitely some more left in here, but it has way too many chunks, and I don't have the tools to get, I mean, these are the chunks I had with the tools I have, so imagine I'm trying to, anyways, I'm proud of this. I feel like this is quite a lot of stock. Obviously, this also will be frozen, but I will update tomorrow probably on these guys. Hello, good morning, it's the next day. I'm here to show you the stock. So far so good. I let these cool in the fridge overnight with like the lids loose. Here they are. I put them in the freezer right when I got up this morning. It's like 1 o'clock now. So they've been in for a few hours. They are doing great. The little ice cube thing worked out really well. Here they are. Look at that. How cool is that? I'm excited about that. We'll see how it goes. I'm about to make some lunch. I got goodles and these real good chicken strips from Costco. Who missed my last video, I showed them. These are fine. People on the internet are like, oh my gosh, they're so good. I would say that they are pretty good for a chicken finger that has 21 grams of protein, okay? For those macros, I would say it's pretty good. Also, I tried the regular version of these already. This one, pretty good. So I'm gonna try the Shella Good white cheddar ones today for lunch. Garrett is watching previous seasons of Survivor, so if you can hear Jeff in the background, that's why. Oh, it's okay, I'm just doing a quick taste test, don't worry about it. I like to add a little Creole seasoning, a little pepper to all my mac and cheeses that I basically cook ever. That was my favorite. That one's really good. The other one, the original one, this one, is still good. But Shella Good, the Shella Good, they named that perfectly. Hello, oh my gosh, it's the next day. I have such good news, you guys. Like, I am beyond excited for the news I'm about to tell you. If you've been around, essentially since Vlogmas last year, which is crazy, I've been dealing with workers' comp, been dealing with a wrist injury. It has gotten a lot better, but I still can't do a lot of things on my own. I still am in pain most of the time. I can like do things, but it hurts, if that makes sense. And I can only do things to a certain extent, and then after that extent, I can no longer do the things. If that makes sense, I feel like it probably does. Anyways, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for workers' comp to approve surgery. And guess who just got the call that surgery's been approved? So I don't really know what that's gonna mean for vlogs and stuff. They may slow down. I don't know. I won't really have access to my right hand for at least 2 weeks after surgery. I pretty much can do nothing, he said, for 2 weeks after surgery. So that's exciting, thrilling, and awesome. I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this vlog here because we've been hanging out the past few days.
Oh, but I just got here.
You've been here.
Sneaking around. Have you shown them your mug before?
Oh yeah, they've seen it.
I don't know. Do you love wine more? I feel like lately you've been loving coffee more.
I did have a wine phase. I'm definitely more into a root beer phase right now than wine. But I do love a good red wine. I'll never not love a good red wine. I just haven't been drawn to it lately.
I feel like I've been enjoying beer more again lately. Like I didn't think about it for months, and then I've been having like, you know, 1 or 2 a week, just enjoying beer again recently.
You wanna drink the yeast?
Yeah, we had those ones that somebody brought over.
Yeah. Sitting in our fridge for a while. That's his beer takes.
Pizza.
Okay.
Excited for pizza.
Okay, I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video super soon. Okay, bye.